Hello, vinyl community. Dave, the pickup artist, with you for another round of Psychedelic Sunday, where the cost of one admission is your mind. And I got a new pickup, an album I've been looking for a while. Got a reissue. We've got the other half. Their first and only album. They did have a single called Mr. Pharmacist that was on a Nuggets comp. I think it was on the Punk comp that Nuggets put out. Or yeah, Nuggets. And yeah, we got a hype sticker here, which I'll show. And yeah, this is a great psychedelic band. Like I said, one album. They're from LA, recorded at Golden State Recorders, which is a popular recording facility. They were influenced a lot by the Yardbirds and the Rolling Stones. This is a great album. It really comes alive on the second side. We get a lot of their Yardbirds influences, but both sides are great. Oh, you wanna love me some more? What can I do? Where can I go? The back cover is really cool. We got a photo of a guy drinking a bottle of Coke. Despite my youthful appearance, I actually remember when you would buy Coke in those bottles, it was a nightmare. You had to return them. It's terrible, but yeah, this is great. These guys are kind of like another of the hard rocking psych bands along the lines of Blue Cheer, The Litter, Nas. And I like this part on here. Near the bottom, we get a little bit of liner notes here. The other half faithfully duplicates the excitement of their live performance, such as at the Avalon Ballroom in San Francisco, where they draw turn-away crowds. And it also says, it is the hope of the other half that you enhance your enjoyment of this record by playing it at least once at full volume. Yeah. Of course, this was Randy Holden, which is a psychedelic guitar great with Randy Holden. He was on here. And they had 2 songs were featured in the pilot for Mod Squad. I don't know if it was a bar scene and they performed, or if it was just background music by the other half that was used in the pilot. I'll have to watch that. But yeah, Randy Holden really turns on the guitar on this. And it's on It's on colored vinyl. The color happens to be black. Yeah, great album. For whatever reason, though, the single, Mr. Pharmacist, isn't on here, though. And it's hard to find single. Now, a couple years earlier, in '64, we had the Sons of Adam. One of his first bands. This is a 2-album collection, which is very cool. It's got a huge booklet. But not only did we got the Sons of Adam, we've got a side on here from when they were a surf band called the Fender 4.
Shut the fuck up, Rob. America is out of the World Health Organization. Fuck you. Your mother's a cunt. Thrown in prison, arrested, concentration camps.
And we got side 4 is some killer surf rock. Side 1 is live at the Avalon Ballroom in 1966, where they were doing Yardbird songs like Evil Hearted You. Then we got studio recordings on side 2 from the Sons of Adam. Some were written by Randy Holden. We got a cover of Gloria. Feathered Fish was written by Arthur Lee. And of course, side 3, we've got singles and outtakes, which is very cool. And side 4 is the Fender 4. And yeah, this is very, very cool. You can still find this. And not only do we have tons of liner notes on the inner cover, this came with a huge booklet. Several pages. It's almost a book, really. That's very cool. So you'll know everything you need to know about the Sons of Adam if you pick this up. And it's a great album. I think I prefer the other half to the Sons of Adam.
Dog if we don't.
After the other half imploded, Holden signed on for the third Blue Cheer album, replacing Lee Stevens, who left the band due to loss of hearing and the other two's drug use. And they brought in Holden. He plays on half of the album. Apparently it didn't work out with these guys either. Now they put Holden on side 2, and it's a 3-piece on side 2 that sounds like the first 2 Blue Cheer albums. Side 1, they replaced Holden with a guy by the name of Stevens, Bruce Stevens, no relation to Lee Stevens. Pretty confusing. But this is a good album. And Bruce Stevens continued on to the follow-up to this one. I think it was a self-titled Blue Cheer. But yeah. And on the first side, the one with Stevens, they've added a keyboard player. But yeah, this isn't a bad album at all. I don't like it as much as the first 2 Blue Cheer. Because it's kind of uneven, but it's still a good listen. And that looks like R. Crumb illustrations on the sides of the back cover. And it is on Phillips. And let's see, yeah, after that, he moved on and did his Population 2 project, the famous, the album that never was, until recently. But that's another story. And finally, I did hit up a Goodwill. I picked up 2 albums, and first one is Four-Way Street. Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. Yeah, I picked that. And I have both of these albums, but this is an upgrade. The one I have is pretty trashed, and I've listened to this, and it's great condition. And this is a great album. I've heard that when they played live a lot, they weren't very good. Like, they weren't very good at Woodstock, I heard. But I mean, these live tracks sound great. Recorded at the Fillmore West, I believe, or East. Fillmore East. Actually, it's recorded in several places. Fillmore East in New York and Chicago. The Forum in LA. Yeah, this is good stuff. And I showed some Grand Funk recently, but this is another slight upgrade to the, I think this is their first album. Yeah. And the only bummer was I took these 2 albums up there, and she says, okay, that'll be $6. I'm like, so now we went from 3 albums for $1 3 years ago to now it's now $3 per album. I'm like, so I'm probably going to retire from the Goodwill scene because, you know, I could have picked these up in the $2 bin at yesterday and today, but I don't. The one good thing that happened when I was in Goodwill, I ran into a man with 5 penises. He had just picked up a pair of pants that fit like a glove. So it does have a happy ending. And that's all I got this week. I'll see you again next week. Take care.
You alright?
Yeah. Anything we can do, Pete?
Yeah, let's get out of here.